Hola, bonjour, merhaba, konnichiwa, wagwan. Hello, you know who it is, people. It's Arsenal's realist, aka your boy, aka the most interactive channel on the ting. Thank you for being here. I thought I'd come a different time today. You know how it is. And before we get started into the video, obviously, people, this is going to be quite a good video. I'm going to want your opinions on a few things. So even if it's just you in the chat, Mr. Nemeth, you and me are going to get intimate, my G, because I need to know how you feel about a few things. But we're going to talk about Arsenal, Arteta, and obviously the Man City game. And we're going to talk about a little theory that I have. And, well, not that I have, it's the truth, basically. But what I will do, quickly, just to show my dons, because obviously we're going to see what's going on. You don't know what's happening with the channel, but we're going to slowly push forward and do our thing. If you go into YouTube and type in Arsenal's realist, this is the channel. That's how you can find me. I just thought I'd let you know. Do you know what I'm saying? Of course, I got my GoFundMe. You don't know the GoFundMe, the super chats. But yesterday we done a player rating, and we'll be doing player ratings every match now. After each game, we'll do a player rating, and this is how the Man City game ended up. Looking back, it's a bit harsh. Maybe Saka should have a 6 there. Maybe Tierney and Saka should have a 6. But apart from that, you can't just look at these numbers and get carried away. Basically, you need to join the post-match and get involved, and that way you can be a part of it, and you'll see the scoring. 5's average, 10's brilliant, 0's nothing. But we're going to get into the basis of this video then, my dons, because basically I noticed a little theme and a little. I personally, like I said, big up yourself, Jamie, bro. I'll come into the comments after though, guys. I'm gonna just say my piece for people who are gonna watch this on the replay, and we'll be back live tonight as well. But I realised that I clocked straight away. Obviously, we watched that match. We look at the facts and we say we played Leeds and Benfica, which you'd have to say that's in Arteta's head, that's his best team. So for you then to change it on Man City, it suggests only one thing to me. But I realised a little theme. It was quite a common theme, and I realised there was a lot of, because obviously after the matches you will go on YouTube and you see things popping up, and you see the professionals, Sky Sports, ex-pundits, players, they giving their little analysis after the game. Do you know what I mean? Whether it's Carragher, Gary, Neville, Souness, there's always someone. You can get at least 5 to 10 professional opinions, and then obviously you can get all the internet opinions and all the fan channels. Basically, there's a group of opinions that are monetized. They're giving their opinion directly for traction, views, and do you know what I mean? They've got to create something saucy. And then you got the other side of it. Sky's already getting paid, bro. That's a clip from when Micah Richards is doing the post-match, Gary Neville, all these things. So they're not getting paid directly to put that clip on YouTube. That's Sky's doing that separate. So I'm thinking, just on the bottom line, I'm just looking at it and thinking incentive, because I've realised every single person who has an independent YouTube channel, who's not a professional footballer, who has a channel, is saying Arteta's whack, Arteta was wrong, and everyone's got their own little headline to say whatever the reason is. You shouldn't have played this player, you should have put Danny Ceballos on, you should have done this, you should have done that, we're whack, that's cool. But before I even watch any post-match, I have a look, I have my own opinion. And then I've looked and I'm seeing it's very convenient and like funny that all the professionals that I'm watching are saying exactly what I'm thinking, that it's very clear to see. Mikel Arteta played his best teams. He played the same team twice, Leeds, Benfica. What he is using is his most effective team. And then we've gone to play a Man City team, which is, they're without a striker, but in a way that's made them better now. They've reached a comfort. Diaz has given Stones the confidence, which has even given Zinchenko the confidence. They're moving like a well-oiled machine now. Gundogan's getting goals. Sterling's got the legs. No one can chat shit. Sterling's brilliant as well, but that's a different thing for a different day. Everybody here knows, as Arsenal fans, we was going to lose against Man City. Everybody knows that. I saw everyone's predictions before. Even if you thought Arsenal was going to win, it's nice to say it, but deep down you know. So what I'm saying is, it's very clear to see, like we all said 10 games ago, 6 games ago, 1 game ago, 5 games ago, 6 months ago. The Europa League is clearly, definitely at this point, once we've been battered a few times, the Europa League is clearly Arsenal's priority because we have been stuck in the mud, Arsenal, for the last 5, 6, 7 years, however long it's been now. I've lost count because we apparently can't qualify. Well, we can't qualify for the Champions League, and that's where all our financial hopes lie. And right now, you want to go? We beat with Leeds, Benfica, cool. It's clearly Arteta's prioritizing. That was we're going to be playing his best team again against Benfica, and just if we do win and we get through and we get to move on to the next round, this is the ultimate plan. So for me, just to see it, I wanted to get your lot's opinions because, like I said, I'll reiterate it. There's no way we was going to beat City, pushing them to the brink, and maybe even if we played a different kind of game with Ceballos on, a different kind of, we just approached the game differently, say, and we scored a goal, 1-0 or 1-1, and then City turn up again. Instead of slowing down a bit, they turn up and they score 1-2-1, and the game gets dragged out of a 90-minute fucking marathon. Do you know what I'm saying? Players sweating, running, sliding. It's all. Where is that going to leave us for Benfica? And ultimately, if we do steal a point at City, that's complete a lack of experience and a complete. So for people saying Arteta don't know what he's doing, he has no mind. I think it's clear to see the fans that have got YouTube channels and some others have no idea what's going on in this football. If they was running this club, we'd just get battered every game because they'll go full strength every game. And then when you do come up against Benfica, your final hope to do something, Tierney will be gassed out, Martinelli will be gassed out, Ceballos will be injured. Do you see what I'm saying? So it's very clear for me to see that fucking what happened there with that City game. And right now, it's only the first half of the story. Arteta knows it, the players know it. But if we beat Benfica, then it will all make sense even further. Do you know what I'm saying? Let me read the comments. I know there's only a couple people in the ting today, so we won't be too long. But I want to see your lots of opinions on what I'm saying. Yes, Jamie, my Don, I'm all good. I support Arteta, but he always plays it soft against the tougher teams. Pepe shouldn't have started. Abba and Naka should have started with Saka. But did you just hear what I said, Josh, or not? What are you saying to my theory? In my information, he always plays it safe and lame instead of on goal. Well, he doesn't because that team wasn't the same team he played against Leeds and Benfica. And let's just say you put Dani Ceballos in that deep role where he's pinging balls about, creating more chances, then maybe that's a bit, it's going to give Aubameyang more space to run or whatever. So you want to put our best team on against City, a team that will just put it into gear 3 if they have to, slap 2 goals in, beat us even if we do get one, drain our energy, and then we can't go back to our best team again against Benfica. So you wanted Arteta to play the same team in a row for the 3rd game and in a row, leaving everybody fully gassed out and go for it, like fully go for it when you know deep down you're lucky to get a point out of it and you're not finishing in the top 4. So that's an inexperienced decision, Josh. To me, I'm saying, I understand what you're saying, but I think that's a fan's job is to look at a match. I think it's a manager's job to look at the whole season and take everything into account. Is Reece Nelson? I don't even know what's happening with Reece Nelson, bro. I have no idea, bro. I heard he's billing Zoots in the back room, bro. What are you saying, quick clips? You good? But like I said, it's clear for me to see what happened there, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Let me read a couple comments out. I might have to reiterate that all over again because just to get another comment or two. Another problem is that he didn't play Gabriel instead of freaking Holding. But Josh, you're going on. That's what I'm saying. The problem. There's all sorts of problems. Like I said, there's all sorts. You didn't play this person. You didn't play this person. You didn't tell the team to go a little bit more ham, start closing down, putting the work in. But I think that's because he's experienced enough to know what the opponent's City is. And even when City didn't batter us, that's when he said second half, do you know what? Give it a little go, but don't go mad. Because the whole point is it's about prioritising. basically, would you have preferred us to not play a couple players at Benfica, maybe draw 1-1 still or lose 1-0 or whatever it is, and then put our best team on at City? And then at Benfica, we wouldn't have a couple players because of the City game. So basically, he's prioritised Benfica and the Europa League over that Man City match, which is the correct managerial decision to me, especially against Man City. In fact, the more I'm saying it out loud, I think it's preposterous and ridiculous that anybody's suggesting it's anything apart from the correct thing to do. What, you're going to go gun-ho at City? Is it? And then what's going to happen? You get one, they'll bang 3 in, and then what? And then what? Where does even if you win it, bro, them few points, right? Top 4 is a million miles away. That's not our goal. It's Europa League, is what it's looking like. Yeah. City, United, Leicester, West Ham, bro. There's too many points. But let's see what people are saying. I'm not knocking what you're saying, Josh. I just feel like you're seeing that side of it. Which, don't get it wrong, that is a thing. Why is this player not playing? Why is that not playing? But I'm giving you the reasons, possibly, maybe. Obviously, I can't talk for Arteta. Easy realist. I felt like Arteta knew he was done before the ball was kicked around for 35-minute mark. I was pissed. Lack of effort comes to mind. See, I don't think so, LD and Goon. I hear what you're saying, though. I hear what you're saying. I just think it was like, and it's going to get criticised, and I will look stupid for saying this and being this side, but I'm not saying it to suck Batty. I'm saying what I fucking feel. I've watched all the professionals and all the YouTubers. There's two different opinions going on, and you're going to lose against City. Are you telling me if Gabriel's on, we're going to win? Danny, yeah, it would have been better, and it would have been a better match, and we could have been a bit more tighter, and it would have been a bit better to see. It would have been more like, yeah, we're giving it, and it's like more of what you expect from your football team, an all-rounded game. But with that all-rounded game, you're going to get caught into challenges. You're going to go the full 90 minutes. You're going to run a lot. There's going to be definitely a lot of energy exerted. 100%, a lot of one-on-ones and a lot of energy exerted. That is 100%. And with that comes a goal in the Benfica in the first 20 minutes. Blood in our next match. Then we're out of the Europa and we're still not finishing in top 4. Even if we beat City, we weren't finishing in top 4. So actually, it's a brilliant decision from Arteta. That's what I'm saying, bruv. I'm sorry. Keep convincing me, though, guys. Like, I'm not denying what you lot are saying. I see all of that as well. But I'm being deadly serious. I would rather see our better team and a more rested team. Tierney was gassed out, bruv. Yeah? People's like, why is Martinelli not playing? Are you seeing what happens to a player? People have lost their mind. Tierney was fully fit. You miss a couple games and you're panting and you're gassed. That's what happens. It's not natural to run 90 minutes, bruv, for a human being. It's not natural. They've got to train to do it and keep their energy up and their fucking, I don't know what it's called, in toxins and fucking protein and shit, bruv. And that's the bottom line of it. One sec, let me mute this. Well, yeah, let's carry on. Let's read Josh's one. Yeah, I would want us to play our best team because we were only done by a goal. A lot of teams would have died at that chance. Nah, Josh, inexperience, what you're saying then, brother. I hear what you're saying, but that was only a goal. They only scored 1 goal and was up by 1 goal. Completely by their own choosing, yeah? They didn't go ham. Yeah, they even saw what was happening and thought, you know what? Pep probably said do you know what I mean? He said they used it as an energy conserving thing as well. But if they wanted to, I think we all very much know they could have banged 3 or 4 in. Or like, that's definite. That's definite. And I believe that if Laka started with Abba, we would have got that 1 goal. They scored in 10 seconds, Josh. Sterling could have had a hat-trick in 1 minute, 40 seconds. Yeah? And then they just started chilling. You're wrong. I'll keep battling. I want to hear your argument. Man City seemed to play how we used to with Henry and Bergkamp. That's a little step too far, Luke. Well, they played good, bruv. They played good. Because they haven't got a striker, it's created a different style of football, which defenders don't know what to do. They don't know what to do and who to mark and who to defend and like what's cracking and holding. Like I showed you, to be honest with you, for me, Like, it's all good giving this madness and this and that, but if Holding didn't give that goal away, yeah, I'll give him 2.5. I'll give Aubameyang 1 because he didn't do nothing. But if Holding didn't give that goal away, it probably would have ended up being 4-0, bruv. Because where they got the goal early, they was like, do you know what? It was like in a mad way. Do you know what I mean? But fucking, but many teams lower than us went on the front foot and played their best players, and they went for it. And Arteta didn't go for it whenever he plays Spurs, City, and Liverpool. Nah, don't bring other teams into it, bruv. Don't bring other teams into it. Don't bring other teams into it. This is City, but he didn't go for that. Clearly, for the right reasons. In my eyes, though, I'm not saying I'm always right. Luke Williams having a giraffe. He sets up our team like softies. Well, it's very fair. If that's your opinion, bro. Like I said, I'm like, I don't want to keep repeating myself on the live and this and that, but very, very clearly, without going into it all over again, as I want to read the comments out, it's the right thing to do. We're not finishing top 4. Everybody knows that. City are the best team in England, definitely. They've hit a new form, which is really good. We weren't going to win that game. It was a bit of management control, a little bit of longevity. And you know what? He's put Benfica above the City game, which is absolutely right. If he didn't do it and it went the other way, everyone would be chatting. Arteta has no other choice, realist. You know this. In a way, LDN, and don't get it twisted. Like, of course he does. It's like what Josh is saying. You could just bang your best team on. You can go and play against City, bruv, yeah? And go and put Laka and Aubameyang up top, but on their 2 strikers up there on a gas team, while Diaz and John Stones are having the form of their life, and Lacazette and Abba are fucking and having the worst form of their life. Fucking, it does not make sense. Listen, heavy is the head that holds the crown. With the manager, with these positions comes big decisions, and I think Arteta made the right one, bruv. Because I'm telling you now, we would have got battered anyway. It's a shame we can't have hindsight and see. I'm telling you, we would have got battered. I agree with your point, realist, but it is clear that he knows that we aren't at their level, so he doesn't even try with the selection. I agree, Josh, and what I would say is not having good quality players or not enough good quality players is like, well, no, let me rephrase this differently. If you've got a team full of players who are like, do you know what, some of them ain't the best, do you know what I mean? David Luiz, Willian, this and that, that's one thing. But if you've got a squad with players who ain't that good, and on top of it, you don't have a full squad, 22 man that can actually play 90 minutes in and out, day in, day out. I've got to get the app up one day and show you the list of our players. There's some players you don't even heard of, bruv, called Bugula Mugula. Mad names, bruv. Brothers who are... Go and look at other players' teams. They've got maybe 7 options in the midfield, 7 options in the defence, even 5, 6 strikers. Not great ones, but it's interchangeable. Cavani. I'm just saying. But with Arsenal now, the thing that's double compromising, yeah, is like, yeah, you don't have players that are good enough, some of them. But on top of that, you don't have a full squad as well. So do you know what? You have to look like you have to be... there's a word. I was meant to try and fucking research it before I started, but there's a word, and you've got to look into the future with these things. And I think as a manager, it's the right managerial decision, because Holding got spun. He shouldn't have used Gabriel for the change. He should have used Gabriel for the change. Yeah, but maybe we need to see, like I said, what's going on with Benfica. But you're coming at it from the stance, Josh. That and I don't disagree with you. It could have been your fucking... It could work, and that could be your managerial style, but you're on the stance of like every game, 100%, and let's go ham. Which I'm not saying that's wrong. That's the fault you have when you come up in the game. Do you know what I mean? As any sportsman, when you come up, it's go ham every time, everything. But you know what? When you start realizing not everything's a one-off match, this is long competitions, balancing, then do you know what? That's what I think the difference is now. It's the whole season and it's the longevity of every competition. Arteta is right as well when he said every game in Europe is now a final. We can win it. We just need to play with... Come on, Luke. Thank you. This is what I'm waiting for one person to see what I'm seeing. Do you know what I mean? Because sometimes I'm feeling like, it's like, I'm mad, bruv. Am I living in a world where every opinion is only mine. Bro, there was one shop in my area that sold nice big beef burgers. Yeah, every other thing's a chicken shop. I loved it. I said, I'm so happy this is here. Bro, I went there yesterday, bro. They've turned it into a chicken shop. Bro, is man the only person who thinks in one way? Bro, every match is a final. The adrenaline you get when you watch a Benfica game, no matter how shit we are now, if we win it, we go into the last 16. Yeah? Quarters, semi, final. So you're talking about get 4 teams right, blood. Get 4 teams right, 4 tactics and 4 teams energized. Get Partey, Tierney and Ceballos fit, all these brothers. We're in the Champions League, blood, in 4 games. There's 13 games left in the Premier League or however many games. We ain't winning them, bro. We're going to get clarted sometimes. Fucking big up yourself, Luke, blood. That was more powerful than the super chat, that comment, blood. No, there's a brother I was trying to think of, some Czech geezer or something. Fucking, one sec, where was I? Let me go back to where I was. I just saw that randomly. Look. There was one Czech geezer, brother. His name was like a Welsh name. It was about that long, Josh. And I was just like, what is going on here? Arteta is right as well when he said every game in Europa is now a final. We can win it. We just need to play with no fear. I trust Arteta. He will still need time to get more of his players in. Brilliant comment, Luke. And I think, unless you just want to say, yeah, let's get a manager in. And basically, you don't need a manager then, because what a manager's job is to manage. If you're saying just put the best team out and go hammer lama ding dong every time, you don't need a manager for that. I think he's just managing, bro. I feel that the players will show no effort against better teams if they feel that the manager doesn't have faith in the team selection. Oh, no, don't do that, Josh. Don't do that. So yesterday, what you saw was Aubameyang not really on it. Tierney was on it. He was on it, but he was getting his fitness back a bit. You saw a few players a little bit lethargic. And yeah, do you know what? Maybe the message was clearly fucking said, do you know what? Not lose the game. Nobody says lose the game, but manage the game, bruv. Don't overexert yourself. And maybe now that makes a little bit of sense why, to me, that was Aubameyang's most, maybe like a little bit, it looked like he had a rucksack on with bricks in it. Do you know what I mean? When you're running, it didn't look like he had the world on his shoulders weight-wise and fucking... But now it all starts to make sense with the real true theory. Go and watch... Before I go, I'm going to give you a little something to watch. Gary Neville thing, just to get his opinion as well. Selection. Yeah, I got you, D. Josh. DT flip-flopping now, bro. What he's got. I didn't know. Someone did say he was in, and I thought that's quite good if he's doing Arteta in, because the thing is, we're in a very, 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 very rare position with this Arsenal. We've got an ex-Arsenal player in who definitely wants to be, forget Arsenal for a sec, he wants to be brilliant in what he does. Some managers don't, bro. Some managers really don't. They just like the job. They like being a manager and they want to do really good, but they don't want that. Arteta is a perfectionist that wants to excel, and it's going to be hard to find someone like that who's an ex-Arsenal player who loves this club and has an infinity with it. Now that combined with anyone else that comes in, these are 2-3 year jobs. We can't get these kind of managers. If we do, we're going to pay them big money to basically Allegri or this player. We're going to have to compromise them. So here's the money, but you can't get no one. So right now is a very, very we're in a very testing place now with Arsenal, because it's all good quickly to say, why didn't you bring this player on? Why didn't you do this? Why didn't you do that? But are we just looking at, like I said, I understand every game you want to win it and you want to go full pelt. But maybe we've got to have this talk again after the Benfica game, because it's not going to help if we lose against Benfica. But the performance itself, I think, is going to completely show the reasons why Arteta's prioritised this game. We weren't going to beat City, bro. I don't think. I know, and even if we're going to beat City, we got 13 other matches in the Premier League, or however many matches are left. I'm just going to keep saying 13 for argument's sake. We got 13 other matches left in the Premier League. So do you know what? We got 13 other attempts to get 3 points. Yeah, and I'm not saying that's the best way to look at it, but we got 1 attempt to beat Benfica, and then after that we got 4 matches left, and we're in the Champions League. If we win these 4 matches, I'm not saying it's going to happen, but that's 4 matches, bruv. Arteta's job right now for the little fucking whatever he's getting, 4 million a year, big dollar, fucking his job Yes, it's to perform in that Premier League and do the best you can, but you're not going to win it and you're probably not going to finish fourth. Let's fucking get that straight. But it is your job to get your team as fit as your best team in them European matches on that world stage. You have to get, it's no good. It's no good just getting your best team out for City, bruv, yeah? Let me read Joseph's quickly. So big up yourself, Joe. From a tactical perspective, I think you could say I didn't prepare for the game properly. The players, though, accepted defeat too early. I think you're wrong, Joseph. Honestly, I think he did prepare for the game. I really think he did. I think he did. But have you seen the beginning, what I said? I think he did. But I'm not denying what you're saying. I don't know. Don't get it wrong. I'm not coming on like some cocky bastard, so I know it all. I'm just giving my opinion, guys. And you don't give yours. That's what I like about the channel. I compare it to United and Leicester in the Europa, like you. Compare it to United and Leicester in the Europa, like you. Their managers aren't scared to use their crucial players. And yeah, but Arteta and but these teams are looking much more likely. United definitely finishing top four, have been finishing in top four, don't have money strengths. Leicester buy who they want when they want with comparison. They build their team quite nicely. United spend money. Arsenal's different, Josh. I don't think that's a good thingy comparison. Although I hear you, bro. I was trying to think and my brain went mad. But let's put it this way. I'm going to do a video on that anyway soon. No, AR, we were very lucky to be slapped 4-0. City were technical, so I don't think that point of no, it would have made more sense if we lost 4-0. That's why he didn't go for that team, because they can batter us. The only reason they didn't score 4 is because they saw what was happening as well. We weren't on it. But yeah. I don't think you saw my beginning bit of this video, Joseph, but basically, yeah, we could have easily got slapped 4. I 100% agree. And at little points where the game looked like anyway. Yeah, I don't know. I'm baffled. Alexander, big up yourself, bro. Big up yourself, Red. Big up AR. Just tuned in. No notification for the stream somehow. Just, oh, what do you mean? No, there's never notifications, bro. Do you know what I mean? I can't even get into I can't even do things in the back end. What is it? I can't unblock nobody. I can't. What else is it? I can't monetize. I can only monetize after a video, which is not a big deal. I don't care. But there's bare stuff I can't do. I just can't think now. That's what's mad, bro. We kept it tight after we conceded, but large portions of the game was like a training session, especially the first half. Yeah, but that's why we shouldn't be surprised. Listen to what I'm saying, guys. That's why. You're not going to beat them. You're not going to beat them, yeah? We done the rope-a-dope, yeah? This is my hypothetical managerial stance. Even if my team is shit, I'm going for it, and we get slapped, we fall in line with the rest that get slapped, but I must try with my squad. And you would have pushed it, and they wouldn't have took De Bruyne off, and Sterling would have been running the whole game, Ceballos would have been gassed out, Tierney would have been finished. He wouldn't have even been able to play against Benfica. Yeah, before you, like I said, we would have got slapped. Because my players aren't going to exert and try if they feel that I don't have faith in them. That's not what happened, Josh. What is it? You're watching too much fucking of them, the fan channels, bro. They didn't not exert because man says. That's not how it works in football. You don't just think, oh look, he's telling us not to run. Let's not run. That's not what happened. LG United sad. City played at 35%, and we could have lost 4-0. Crazy, exactly. But like I said, we weren't trying to attack that game. Nketiah should play instead of Aubameyang. To be honest with you, it would have to have a different striker there that day against City would have made sense according to the theme of resting players. But I think with the instructions led forward, he didn't overexert himself, Aubameyang, and it was like if the ball just lands to him in the right spot, he might get one of them ones. Do you know what I mean? But I agree with you, Nketiah. That's the best one I agree with so far, blood. Nketiah was crap compared to Abba. Yeah, but that's the point. Not crap, but the whole point is I agree with you, Nketiah. I hope that is Nketiah for real, and he's not crap blood. All in all, we need new at the end of the season. All in all, we need new. New what? New strikers. I agree. And until then, Arteta's going to be juggling this and that. I can't wait till we beat Benfica, blood. I hope we do. Because if we beat Benfica, I do believe this was right. What's good AR in the AR squad? No, bro. What are you saying? You're right, yeah. We're gonna start doing a few live ones now because I've realised all these fucking idiots, they're all right. They're only up late, bruv. They're all up late doing fucking alcohol and substances. That's why they're there striking me all day. So these boneheads ain't about now. So I can have a look at this proper convo we've had. There's only 6 of us in the chat, and it's been a proper football team. Do you know what I'm saying? Mad lad. In terms of the questions shown on the video title, I feel like Arteta focused more towards the Europa League, which they should do. But I saw no effort on many players in the Arsenal versus. I agree, and that we're going to do another video about that probably tonight. We'll talk about that. I'm not going to keep saying this over again. I agree that the effort, and that is what. Look, we went live yesterday, and I talked about it, and it's like once I had to sit back and I look and you think properly, it's like, do you know what, like. Forget that in terms of the question or the video title, bro. I can't even remember what the title is. Real talk, but fucking. I think it's clear. That's what happened. Prioritize it. I don't know why it's so. I don't even think I should be able to have to say it. I thought everybody would know this straight off the get go, blood. We must win Europa then. Not then. See what I mean, Josh? Why are you one of these brothers then? So now it's all Arteta's fault and we have to win it. Yeah, we probably will get slapped in the final again on that as well. Because Ozil can't take the captain's band off, blood. 50 miles an hour it takes him to walk off. 5 miles an hour. Oh no, I don't watch fan channels. You are the only one you should watch. Fucking hell, blood. Then someone must put it on next to you while you're sleeping, blood. And you get all the phrases. My point is the team should at least put effort in every match, no matter win, loss or draw. Well, there was enough effort to keep it at 1-0, innit? Simple. And you can say City was shit, this and that. Yeah, bruv. I could show you spells of that match where they were trying to score and played well. So it's not about agenda building. I think it's about being real with it. He was shit, and now it makes more sense though. Looking back at it, it's just like now looking back, it makes a bit more sense. Not the right option for me, even under the theory of what I'm saying, Joseph, that we're resting everyone for Benfica. Would you have preferred just to rest about? To be honest, though, you're right. Aubameyang didn't need rest, bro. He's had weeks off. Andre Silva as a backup striker. Well, you have more chances of getting Sonogo. We don't have the squad depth like other teams, at least in quality anyway. Arteta needs to balance that. Hopefully win the Europa League. Hopefully he gets good budget for next season. I think that's well said, Luke. At the end of the day, the squad shorter, the money shorter. And I think that translated itself at the best possible time. Don't rest your players against Leeds, blood. There's points to be taken there. Do not rest your team against Wolves. There's points to be taken, although we got done dirty by VAR. But you know what? Against City, do you know what? Yeah, bruv. Brilliant. Well played, Arteta. Well played, blood. He's good on. Had to go Tesco's to get some chippy whippy ding dongs. Nice. But I think that's about it, guys. You know, might as well just keep that a little Swiftos one. Do you know what I'm saying? A season with no Europa could be good. Well, what happens with the league, bro. At the end of the day, we're not finishing top 4, so maybe without the Europa, if we win it, that would be good. Did you hear Boris? No. We don't talk about them things. What did boy? I'm not putting it up on there, bruv. Because yeah. Anyway, guys, my dons. I think that's it. Leave me some comments after the video, possibly. We go live tonight as well. We have a little live chat. You don't know how it is. But I just wanted to get that out there, get that live, because like I said, I saw a correlation with all these fan channels fucking. Oh, here we go. I thought everyone's going to start talking about Boris, bro. Perhaps, mate. Don't even be writing that shit in there, Josh. Perhaps, mate. And I did see maybe a couple of players that at least tried their best in the City game. Saka, Tierney. That 1-0 loss against City after the goal scored, I felt like City kind of went easy on you. Yeah, you're right. They did, but only because they saw. It's just there's no why this time. Why we're going to bang 3 in when this team ain't even going to score another one? It's energy conserving, bro. I'm telling you, bro. Even Pep said he learned something that day, and I think what he learned is, even though he'll never have to do it, but They relayed a message there, bruv. They relayed a message to them. Do you know what I'm saying? And fucking, it wasn't a good one. But if we beat Benfica, I'll put it this way: we need to have this convo again post Benfica. You know what I'm saying? But mad lad, I want to thank you. City got eyes on the Champions League, says Daniel. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Mad lad, Joseph, Josh, Luke. I think that's the LDN Guna, that's right. I don't think no one else has been in. Oh no, Quick Clips dropped one little comment. Jamie as well. Big up all the Dons. Thank you very much. And make sure you love your people. Make sure your people love you. Arsenal's realist out. Thank you very much, guys. See you later.